Hey guys, you're welcome back to elveelafashion YouTube channel. Today's video is a quick one on how to make hero and buba, which is also known as Oleku. So here is my fabric folded into 4 already. First I folded the fabric into 2, then I folded again into 4, making it 4 folds because I'm cutting both the front and the back panels together. Now, to determine the quantity of fabric to place on fold is that you use the biggest circumference of the upper bodice. That is, if the bust circumference divided by 4 is the biggest circumference of the upper bodice, please go ahead and use the bust. If the hip is the biggest circumference, go ahead also and use the hip circumference. For this tutorial, I'm using the hip circumference because the hip is the biggest measurement of the upper bodies. So a hip is 40 divided by 4 is 10 inches. I added 1 inch for ease. You can add 2 inches as also. If you want it to be fitted, you can add 1 inch or 2 inches. This tutorial, I want it to be fitted, so I added 1 inch for the ease. Then I also added 1 inch for sewing allowance, totaling everything 12 inches. Now this is the length I'm taking. Once I'm done with that measurement now, I'll go over to place the neck width of the blouse or hero of the buba rather. So I'm taking the depth, which is 3.5, the width is 5 inches, the depth is 3.5 inches. So I'll connect the marks together now like so. Now I'm placing half of the armhole measurement down there. I also added 1 inch for ease allowance. Then I'll be making a little notch on the shoulder. This is to enable me know where to attach my sleeve. Next, I'm cutting out my neckline measurement. So when I open this up, this is the outlook. This is what you should get. I'll keep this aside now and go over to take the sleeve length measurement. So you measure from the midpoint of the neck to the desired length of the sleeve. The measurement for the sleeve here is 22 inches. So remember the upper body's measurement I took earlier on was 12 inches. So I'll be minusing 12 inches from 22. That will give us 10 inches. So the sleeve is 10 inches. There I added 2 inches for hemming and ½ inch over there to join with the buba. So down there I'll be using half of the armhole measurement plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. So now I'm notching that midpoint of the sleeve. First thing now is to hem the sleeve, ½ inch in, then 1 inch in. You sew it over there, then you attach it, both notches meeting or align together. Then with a fixed pin, you pin it up and you'll be sewing that on ½ of an inch. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. Please give me a thumbs up. That's the encouragement I need to keep making videos for you. Feel free to share this video, and if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. So now I've hemmed the sleeve and I've joined both shoulders. I'll fold them up like so. Then on the down part, I'll just measure up 5 to 6 inches for the slit. Depending on your preference, you can open it up to 7 inches. So I'm taking 5 inches for the slit opening on both sides. So So I'll mark 5 inches on both sides over there. Once I'm done with that mark now, just go over to the sleeve and measure up 1 inch, because we gave 1 inch for sewing allowance. So you sew it up from the sleeve down to the 5 inches for the slit opening. Now to tidy up that end for this of the sleeve, you fold in 1/4 inch, then 1/2 inch, then you're going to sew it up on 1/8. So what I'm doing on this side, I will do same on the other side of the buba. So I'm pinning it to secure it. So once I'm done with that now, I will take it to the machine and sew it up from there, flat there, and to the other side of the buba. Next thing now is to hem the buba. Then to knitting up the neckline, just cut a strip, a long strip. The wideness should be around 1 inch. Then you fold it into 2. Fold in the wrong side, then you pin it up round the neckline. So you're going to be sewing this on 1/4 inch. So at that end, you fold in the end and you also pin it up as well. So I'll take this now to the machine, then I will be sewing it on 1/4 inch. I'm done with sewing now. So you just fold it in, you turn it in to the wrong side, then you sew it up on 1/4 inch. So for the row, you just measure your hip measurement times 2 or times 3 inches. Then you cut a long strip of 40 inches. You fold it on both sides, then you attach it on the waist area. Thank you guys for watching. See you again on my next video. Bye.